What's going on, everybody? It's your dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we are going to discuss why men don't tell you the truth or why men don't tell you what you want to hear. Why are they not giving you concrete details that you are looking for? Okay? So, jumping right into this, you might have heard me say this a lot in my other videos, but it bears mentioning again that in evolutionary psychology, right, it's all about advantages. Lying, unfortunately, has a reward behind it if it's pulled off successfully. So, for example, when your job as an organism or as a species is to survive and reproduce, okay, at least that's what Mother Nature wants us to do. If you and I are brother and sister, okay, and I put my hand in the cookie jar and steal some cookies, mom comes out and says, "Who ate the cookies?" and I blame it on you, like I got a +1 over you. Like you got scolded and I got away scot-free with cookies without having to pay a cost for it, which was getting my ass beat, right? That is how it works in dating too. What you have to understand, ladies, please, for the love of God, I say this quote all the time, just write it down somewhere. You will be astonishingly good at predicting the behaviors of others if you always assume they're going to act in their own best interest, okay? So, in dating, I say this a lot, it's transactional until you're in love or you're in a relationship. Then it's a whole different story. So you have to look at it from a guy's perspective. He's going to do what he feels is most advantageous for him, what puts him in the best position with some moral regards to it. Like, I mean, there's some guys who are just going to straight up say, "I want a relationship to get in your pants." No, they can't give you a relationship, play you, and then leave. And then there's guys who do like you. Again, it's a spectrum. And I would say a lot of you fall in this category where there is a guy who does like you. Like he's interested, he thinks you're cool, he likes hanging out with you, he finds you attractive, but he doesn't really know, because of emotional unavailability, whatever it is, he doesn't really know what he can, if he can commit or not. But he's not going to say that to you. Why? Because if I was honest and said, "Hey, I'm emotionally unavailable, I don't know if I could give you a relationship, but we can try," then the guy's not getting in your pants, right? Guys want to avoid giving concrete details. That's why a guy would never say, that he wants to cut you off completely or that he wants a relationship, unless he truly wants to cut you off completely, doesn't regret it, or he actually wants a relationship. What he does instead is keep you right here in the middle between the two, where you're given this hope that the opportunity may change, that, well, we are doing well, we are progressing, he is treating me decent, we are having fun, right? But you can't hold him accountable to anything because he never said, "I want to give you a relationship. I'm looking for a relationship." This is why I preach to my clients religiously that you should know if a man wants a relationship or not from the get-go. From the very beginning, before you even meet, you should say on the dating app or whatever, or text, "Hey, so what are you looking for?" And you want him to be honest and say, "I'm looking for a relationship." You do not want him, again, stop dating guys who avoid concrete details. Don't date guys who say, "I'm dating around, I'm looking for the right girl, I'm in no rush though. I want to have fun, but if the right girl comes along, I'm definitely, ready for that." Ladies, for fuck's sakes, a guy will never say that to a girl who he wants to commit to. He would never say that. That's too risky. That's like me saying to you, it's literally no different than me saying to you, I don't really know what I want. It depends on how good the sex is, so we'll have to have sex first and see. And then, yeah, if it's good and we get along, yeah, I'll date you. Why not? Like, I'm looking for a relationship, but I gotta have that. Like, that's like Ladies, it's too risky. There's no reason for a man to say that. Another example, I guess if you flip it, would be like a woman saying, I can't promise I'll give you anything or put out, but you have to invest in me for a month for me to even consider it. A guy's not going to do that. It kills the romance. It kills the mystery, right? So you have to have guys give you concrete details. Now, of course, he could lie about it. Right? So I know you're probably listening and you're thinking, yeah, but Elliot, you're just saying like lying has a reward system. He can absolutely lie about it. That's true, but you still want to frame it. Listen, if you want casual, you're going to get treated casual. If you don't talk about relationship, you should never assume it's moving towards a relationship. Never, ever, ever, ever is it going to naturally progress towards a relationship. I mean, not literally, never, but it's more likely to kind of hover in this gray area than transition to something more, because the odds of you being the one are slim, number one. Number two, you still have assets he wants. So if you're not going to have the talk about what you're looking for, then he has no responsibility to give you anything. It's just like, oh, well, we didn't really talk about it. I just thought this was kind of fun. And then you already slept with them. And then he's going to say, ladies, trust me, I've been this guy. So then he's going to say, well, I mean, I'm not really looking for anything serious. Do I like you? Yeah, absolutely. My mind's more focused on work and my mission right now and this and that. And I'm going to be, work's going to send me over here for a month. And I just don't think I'll be ready for it. But I do want to continue to talk. Like, he's going to tell you all that shit. And he's scot-free. It's like he's not held accountable for anything. Now, of course, a lot of you women will be like, yes, he is. He knows what he was doing. He needs to be held accountable. Shut up. Like, welcome to the real world, man, where people fucking stab you in the back, where it's a dog-eat-dog world, where people try to, like I said, it's transactional. If you're not, ladies, if you're going to buy a product without a warranty, and then you're upset the product isn't working and you try to send it back, tough shit. That's on you. You got to read the fine print, ladies. When you're talking to a dude and he's not giving you that fine print, he's not giving you a contract saying, not literally a contract, but like what you guys are talking about, I call it a negotiation. If he's not saying, I'm looking for something serious, then you are taking the burden of risk. I talk about this all the time. It's called parental investment theory. The one who has is the sex that is more invested into the offspring, which it's women in this case, because you're the one who has to bear the offspring. You have to be choosier with your mate, because the wrong decision can cost you. It's not going to cost a man for making the wrong decision. He still got his dick wet. Excuse my language, right? Or my graphic, I guess, imagery. But it's true. Oh, man, he got his dick wet. Now I could go talk to another. It didn't work out. Let me go talk to the next girl. For you, I mean, yeah, I guess you got pleasured. But for a woman, I feel like your value, I always say a woman's value is in dating, at least, to an extent. I know it's more than this. But it's your value is based on who you're intimate with. Right? Like, does the man deserve it? If you just give it to anyone, where's your fucking value? Where's your self-respect? And your time. Again, you just can't give that to anybody. So when you're sitting around, you're hooking up with this guy and you have no context on where this is going, because he's not giving you concrete details, but you're hopeful and you lowered your standards to keep him around. Sorry, my voice. Then, hey, someone has to take on the burden of risk. That's you. You want it to be on the man, not heavily on the man, kind of like a 70-30. And the way what that would look would be, you could be flirtatious, you could be fun, but you want reciprocal investment. You want him to initiate. You want him to make a majority of the dates. You want him to reach out. You want him to do this, right? And then you just reciprocate it. Like I always say, if he's reaching out majority of the days, there's nothing wrong with you reaching out. If he's planning a majority of the dates, there's nothing wrong with you planning one. If he's asking to see you a majority of the time, you can ask to see him. As long as he does it first and he does it more often, okay? That's how you balance this act. Because if you put all the risk on him, no offense, I say in every one of my videos, ladies, I hate saying this, I'm sorry, but you're not that fucking special. You're not. Like, he's not either, so I don't know why you guys give these emotionally unavailable men all these chances. He's nothing fucking special either. He's probably a fucking goofball, but you're attracted to him, So if you're gonna think, oh, I'm gonna make this guy wait, I'm gonna make this guy invest for months and months and months and months, and he's chasing me and all that. I mean, can that happen? Yeah, he's talking to other women, by the way. A lot of women think their situation's different. It's not. He's talking to other women. No guy's that fucking stupid and doesn't commit to you. Do that and not commit to you. But like, if you're gonna put the entire burden of risk on him, it's, again, from an evolutionary perspective, it's not worth it to him. No woman's that fucking special, especially if he hasn't had sex with her or he's not his fucking wife and, the mother of his children. He's going to talk to someone else. So, ladies, to sum this up, please, for the love of God, get concrete details. If a guy says, I would like to see you, or yeah, we'll plan something next week, don't let him off the hook. Get a date and time and location. Oh, great, awesome. I'm free Saturday and Sunday. After 3, what time works best for you? Where do you want to go? Like hold him accountable. Make him be a fucking man and answer that shit. If you ask him what he's looking for and he's giving you this soliloquy, this long explanation, be like, well, hey, that's all nice. Say it in 12 words. What are you looking for? Right? I want a relationship. Well, that's syllables. I want a relationship. I'm getting old and tired of messing around. Oh, fuck, there it is. That works. I'll give them that. Well, what did I say, 20 words, 12 words. Anyway, that works. Get that, okay? So, ladies, if you want to work with yours truly and get a session with me, my guides that talk about all this stuff, standards, the whole male, female dynamic, all the links are down below in the description. Ladies, I love you all. Take care and peace.